Captain by a hook with a red beard. Captain by a hook with a red beard.
Holla if you hear me. If you don't hear me, shut your ass up. Holla if you hear me. Today I will continue breaking down the first quarter of Major League Baseball. Ugh, that wasn't smooth. Also, I'm going to talk about the Nuggets Lakers game one of the Western Conference Finals happening tonight, baby. Tonight's the night. I know you young folks don't know nothing about that. Also, we'll give out a few bets tonight in the MLBZ. Little hockey news as well. I will touch on it. Boop. As I said when I started this show back in November, I am a little hockey guy, not a big hockey guy. Still keep an ear and eye tuned to it. Place a few wagers on the National Hockey League throughout the season. Last night, Dallas Stars. The Dallas Stars. It's crazy because, hey, they're still alive. Beginning of this show, way back in November, I was talking about the Dallas Stars might be a scary pick, but not a bad pick to win it all this year, even though it's way, I don't know. I didn't think they'd make it this far. It was just one of those, like right now I'm telling y'all to bet the Cardinals to win the World Series. That's what the Dallas Stars felt like in November, December, when I was talking about them winning it all. Now look where we are. 4 wins away from making it to the Stanley Cup. They do have to take on the mighty Golden Knights of Las Vegas. That game one will be Friday. The WNBA starts Friday. NBA season as well. We'll definitely touch on some of those things this week. But yeah, man, you got the Vegas Golden Knights taking on the Dallas Stars in the West. And then you have the Carolina Hurricanes. Take your shirt off, whip it around your head like a helicopter, taking on the Florida Panthers. If you would have wrote down every team in the East for the NHL, and gave me 8 guesses to pick 2 teams that'll be in the Eastern Conference Finals, I don't think the Panthers or the Hurricanes would have been one of the guesses, even in all of the 8 of them. So that's always exciting. Seattle Kraken, their amazing run ended last night, man. Seattle Kraken had me hyped. They had hockey fans hyped. They even had new fans tuning in to hockey to check the hype. But you know what they believe? They know what they say about the hype. Don't believe it. This is Captain by a Hook with the red beard, Rowan Donaghy, a.k.a. Rowan Dobbs, going live on a beautiful, absolutely fantastic Tuesday morning, May 16th. Yeah, man. Thursday, NHL will presume the playoffs. See, they give their players some days off. The last game was last night. They don't play till Friday. Other team last game was Sunday. They don't play till Thursday. They get a nice 3-4 days off. NBA need to take some notes. NBA needs to take some notes. NBA's got all their stars, almost every single one of them, struggling, dealing with some kind of injury. And they just throwing them out there every other night, man. Every other night, which is cool. I could care less. Ain't my knees. Tonight, you got the Nuggets at home, baby. A -6 over under set at 2.5. Everything I said yesterday, I'm thinking opposite today. I said I was going to take Nuggets game 1 and game 2. Take the Lakers game 3, game 4. And then figure it out from there. I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm not taking this 6 though. I'll tell you that. I'm not laying it or taking it. Probably just gonna ignore tonight's game, see how it hands out. Part of me thinks, sheesh, maybe LeBron James does steal game 1 and 2 in Denver. Maybe this is one of the games where Jamal Murray don't get off the bus. Maybe this is the one game where Joker's 50 points, rebounds, and assists don't matter. Maybe. Just maybe. A lot of guessing and gambling. If you know, then you know. Try to make the most educated guess with numbers, instincts, intuition, experience. All that is telling me that this -6 is way too big. And betting Lakers +6. You can't do it. At least I can't do it. Probably gonna be a close game though. I will say that. I'm guessing Nuggets pull off a 2-point victory. Maybe even in overtime. Check out some prop position bets in this game going on tonight before I move on to some Major League Baseball talk, baby. It's captained by a hook. Sheesh. I hate this book, man. Been complaining about this book since book complaining was a thing. All right. LeBron James is over set at 24 in the hook. You get 25 in the hook plus money. My bad. Okay, I was just asleep. Just gonna wake up for nothing. Jamal Murray also 24 and a hook. I know I just said this probably be the game he does not show up. Man, I think the Lakers are better defensively than we give them credit for. I think they're bigger defensively than we give them credit for. I'm honestly going to stay away from these props also, man. One of the biggest misconceptions in gambling is that the playoffs are the most exciting time of year to gamble. Honestly, once you get down to the nitty-gritty like this, you just can't call it. I'd rather just watch as a fan. I bet the first few rounds. I do have the Heat to win their series against the Celtics, but I mean, it's not as exciting as one would think trying to pick between the two best teams left. Excuse me. It's just like in baseball. Once the playoffs start, anybody's game, man. If you ain't made your money by now, you need to just relax. This is when fans, we watch. enjoy the sport. That is. Same thing with March Madness, man. You bet the first weekend heavy, probably bet the second weekend heavy. But once it gets down to the Final Four, I mean, you play some bets probably, but you probably already got your futures in line. And you kind of just riding it out, watching as a fan, enjoying. You've been gambling all season. So I'm probably going to do that with this series, even though yesterday I was thinking about doing a lot with it. I guess the only prop I do like, if I had to take a prop. But man, they be putting this man number so high now. Sheesh. You got to go like 51.5. Which, I mean, it ain't too bad. I just like that number to start with a 4. If you know what I mean. I don't know why this thing be freezing up. I'm about to slap the hell out of somebody, man. Encoding. Overloaded. Figure that shit out. My bad. I really have no on this Lakers Nuggets, man. Really could care less about the Lakers or the Nuggets. Who wins I don't know. I think I'm not invested anymore at all in the NBA playoffs. It really hit me this morning. Could care less about it. Celtics Heat, who cares? Lakers Nuggets, who cares? That's my Jerry Seinfeld impression. If you don't know, well, now you know. Jumping over to the diamond. I'm doing first quarter, baby. We're talking first of the season in the books. I told you watch out for them Cardinals. You see what they did last night? I said watch out for them Cardinals. Cardinals are coming, baby. Cardinals are coming. But today we're going to focus on the American League. Cardinals only 6.5 back, baby. Trying to tell you. All right. Anyway, let me stop playing, man. Somehow the Cardinals last night, and I know why, they won 18-1, but they went from my -10 in run differential to +7. I know I said I'll talk about the AL, but sheesh. This might be the best team with a losing record in the league right now. You got the Padres also with a losing record. I don't even want to talk about the Mets ever again the rest of my life. I mean, stinking up the joint. I don't know. Let's talk about this American League. I will save the American League East for last because it is the most intriguing, with the most storylines, with the most to talk about, including last night's accusations against the most overrated player and team in the history of baseball. The New York Yankees and Aaron Judge. I would definitely give my 2 cents on that. But I'm going to start in the AL West, baby. The Wild, Wild West. You got the Texas Rangers. Somehow, some way. They just got blown out by the Braves last night. But that has not stopped them from being maybe the best team. I wouldn't say the best team. I don't know how to word it. I think the Rangers are the most surprising team, even with the Orioles and the Pirates. We kind of been waiting for the Orioles and the Pirates to turn into what they are. Whew! Lord have mercy. Don't even know what I'm doing. But the Rangers, man, I did not expect the Rangers to be like this. I didn't even expect them to be over 500. I expected them to be more down there with Seattle and Oakland as two of the worst teams in the division. The Angels, Astros, and the Mariners all kind of sitting strong in the middle of this division, the AL West. The thing that jumps out to me is that besides the Oakland A's, who might be the worst team ever, ever, negative 160 run differential. Every other team in this division has a plus run differential, which I know that's pretty much a stat that means nothing. How close and competitive a team is. Texas plus 85. When they win, they win. And that's with a 12-0 deficit yesterday, which means there was plus 97 going into the day yesterday. Man, Houston, everything that could be wrong with Houston is wrong with Houston. The big off-season signing in Abreu. He does this with the White Sox a lot. Just to let y'all know, all the Houston Astro fans, don't trip. Give him another 40 games. Let him get used to that big-ass oxy patch y'all got on his sleeve. God damn, how could anybody swing a bat? The bulletproof patch on their sleeve. You feel me? You feel me? So, see what happens with that. But I think Jose Abreu will be just fine. Last season, even with the White Sox, he started off one of the slowest starts of his career. Next thing you know, he's the same old Jose Abreu, putting the bat on the ball and being one of the most productive hitters in that lineup, which it ain't saying much. But there's a lot of hitters in that lineup, believe it or not. That team struggles with pitching. They need pitching. My Jerry Seinfeld sucks, huh? So, what is the deal with this team? They have no pitching. And then, of course, you got the Anaheim Angels, baby. Mike Trout, Shohei Ohtani barely got their nose above water, 22-20. I don't know how long that's going to stand. They are only 3.5 games back from first place Texas Rangers. But I feel like they're trending downward. I think they'll end up being fourth in this division come the end of the season, which is crazy, man. You got two of the best players in the damn world. Just get 3 more okay players and some pitching. I mean, it can't be that hard. It's not like this their first season with them. Y'all have had 5 or 6 seasons already to get this team some help. I don't know what the damn hell going on over there in Anaheim. But Angels, man, barely staying afloat right now. Plus 13 run differential. Man, they're better. I don't know. Home and away splits don't mean a thing if it ain't about that bling bling. It's crazy. Astros have a losing record at home, and on the road they are way better, tons better. Moving over to the AL Central. In the AL West, I think the Astros eventually get things back rolling. I think the Rangers digress. I think it ends up being Astros, Rangers, Angels, Seattle, Oakland. I'm going to go with that as how I think that division is going to play out. I think the Astros just take the Rangers spot. They switch spots right there. I think Rangers are the Angels. I get that wild card spot from that position. I mean, right now, if the season ends today, every wild card spot will be held by the AL East. Type it is that. I mean, I wouldn't be mad at it. Wouldn't be excited about it. Watching the Yankees, Blue Jays, Orioles, and Rays just take over the playoffs. But hey, that's how the game is set up. That's how the game works. Moving over to the AL Central. This is the exact opposite of the AL West and the AL East. The AL Central is poverty-stricken. Every team in this division is stinks. Dirty socks on a Thursday stinks. You know the socks you wore the last 2 days to work. You're gonna do laundry this weekend. Stinks. Ain't that right, Rose? Name the cat after Pete, my gambling buddy. Anyway, man, you got Minnesota 3-game lead over Cleveland and Detroit. I don't believe in Minnesota. They are the only team in this division with a plus run differential. I don't believe in anybody in this division. I think the Royals suck. I think the Tigers suck. I think the White Sox suck. I think the Guardians suck. I think the Twins are decent. I just say it like that. That's my through 40 game breakdown for the AL Central. Okay, trash, trash, big trash, big trash. That's how I would rank all 5 of these teams. Oh my goodness. Um, Even a good team like the Twins, horrible away record. Not horrible, but way better at home. Against teams less than 500, nobody in this division has a winning record. So they get beat by whoever they play. Our team's greater than 500. Yeah, teams with a record greater than 500. Nobody in this division has a winning record. Down here in the West, you got the Rangers and the Stros with a winning record against teams greater than 500. That's one of the things that stands out strongly for the Blue Jays. The Rays and the Blue Jays, only 2 teams in the East with a winning record against teams above 500 or not. You got the Boston Red Sox right there at even money, 15-15 against teams above 500. And then the Yankees, the stinking Yankees, 13-15 against teams above 500. Yankees also 16-10 while being 8-9 on the road. Man, Toronto and home field in this division is something special. I tell you what. No other division has this many teams with this great of a home record. I mean, even the Braves are only 10-9 at home, 16-6 on the road. I guess Dodgers are 16-6 at home. Arizona's 14-10. I need to just let this ball go. Let it go. So yeah, man. American League Central. Who cares? Whoever wins this division, I see an early exit for them in the playoffs. It's sad, but it's going to come down to Houston versus the AL East. And I really think there's only one real contender in the American League East, and that to me would be the Toronto Blue Jays. If their pitching can get right. Tampa Bay Rays started off extremely hot. However, they're only 5-5 over the last 10. They are 19-3 at home. I don't know how much they can keep that up. 12-8 on the road. They are 14-9 against teams with a record greater than 500. Run differential plus 120. The biggest run differential in the league. By far, the next closest team is the Rangers, believe it or not, with 85. I don't know. Something about the Rays, though. I expect them to just fall back to mediocrity at some point throughout the season. It's a long season. They only have a 4.5 game lead over the Orioles. 6.5 point lead over the Blue Jays. 7.5 point lead over the Yankees. And hey, I mean, even the Red Sox are only 9 games back. So anything can happen, man, in this division over this season. I think it ends up being more like Toronto. I think Toronto gets things rolling at some point where they go on like a nasty 12-game win streak and win 18 out of 20 or something like that. I think Toronto ends up in first place in this division. It wouldn't surprise me Baltimore or Tampa Bay in second. And then I would throw the Yanks in fourth in the... Sheesh. It's hard to count out them Red Sox, man. They went on a nasty like 7-game win streak just to turn it into a 4-game losing streak. So who knows? They might be able to get hot at the right time and really turn things around. If you've seen anything in the last 3, maybe 4 years in baseball, God damn, I'm dropping everything today. It's teams that it's never the best team in the league that wins, right? Last year, Astros happened to be the best team in the league. They still started off 7-9. Still was about the same record they are now at this point last season. They got things rolling right about now. But if you look at the other side, you got Philadelphia. Nobody, and I mean nobody, including the Philadelphia Phillies, thought that they would make a World Series run last season. And the year before that, nobody, I mean nobody, including the Atlanta Braves, thought that they would win the World Series that year. So, there's some teams here like Boston, like St. Louis, that I think can get things rolling at the right time and shock the world. You do have your powerhouses that I like. I like the Braves. I like the Dodgers, of course. Still like the Astros. Hard to say. I just given up completely on the Astros, even though they're lacking some pitching since Verlander left. And I mean, yeah, it's count out anybody in the AL East. So. But I do love the Diamondbacks. I love the Cardinals. That's pretty much it. I don't really see any other team making like a. I mean, you still got the Phillies, the Mets. Padres. I mean, that's some teams, man. This is gonna be an exciting season coming down to the wire as far as terrific goes. As far as baseball goes, baby. Tomorrow I will break down some of the best pitchers through 40 games thus far. We'll talk about their contributions to their team. And it might not even be some pitchers that it might not be the 5-1 starters that you're looking at. It might be some guys you're not thinking of. I'm gonna get a list together of some pitchers that I want to talk about. Some guys that are extremely important to their team. For example, a few of them pitching today. You got your boy for the Baltimore Orioles. I think it's Dean Kremer. 27-year-old righty, baby. Talk about guys like that tomorrow, how much they mean to their team. Also, we'll touch on Cy Young. Not much has changed, in my opinion, on the Cy Young outside of Gallen and Cole. Even though I am not a Cole fan, cannot take away what he's done this season as one of the best pitchers thus far. Now, with that being said, there are tons of guys. Like I said, just looking at today's pitchers, you got Dan Dunning, I believe. Dane Dunning. I knew I said it wrong. For the Rangers. Everybody's talking about DeGrom. Everybody's talking about Perez. Everybody's talking about Eovaldi. Dane Dunning, baby. 3-0, 1.72 ERA. Also, you got the young lefty, Justin Steele. 27-year-old southpaw for the Cubs. He's 6-0, 1.82 ERA. Going tonight's game. And then, of course, the D-backs have a handful of pitchers that you can mention at any time that are huge parts of their season. Twins got a couple guys that are pitching their minds out through 40 games. I think I need to mention. So I'll touch on pitching tomorrow. Thursday, I will touch on hitting. All things hitting. Put together maybe my all-star. Maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow. Put together my starting five. My starting five. Not really an all-star. I guess all-star. F it. I'll do another one around the all-star break. In another 40, 50 games. So, tomorrow I will do my 5 or 6 starters. That would be my guys. If I was going out there And I needed some starting pitching. If I needed starting pitching, who would I choose if I needed some pitching? And then I do a lineup Thursday. I'll line up for both American and National Leagues. So you're going to have 10 pitchers, 18 bats that I will highlight over the next 2 days. Also, shout out some guys that are warming up that I think are about to get hot. But without further ado, let's look at some games tonight in the National Major League Baseball. Oh, man. Orioles took him yesterday at home and got the loss. Kind of want to take them again tonight, man. I haven't seen this team lose two straight too many times this season. I'm gonna go Orioles on the run line. On the run line, give me the Orioles on the run line. It's plus 143 if you're intrigued at all. Over here you got Pirates Tigers. I think this game is gonna be closer than people think. Nationals, Marlins. I think this game is going to be a pitcher's duel. Nationals, Marlins. Let me see what that under is. Hidden for. The under 8, heavily juiced. Gots to stay away, if you know what I mean. I was trying to get it at like under 9 and a hook. Not juiced. So, there you have it. Yankees going north of the border. I actually like this spot for the Yanks as much as I love the Blue Jays. The Yankees are in the middle of doing something special. And when I say doing something special, I mean they tired of losing. They said, by God damn it, if we gonna win no matter what the hell we gotta do to win. He said, ding! And that's even if we gotta cheat, we're gonna goddamn it get out there and we're gonna cheat. You hear me? Aaron Judge hits 2 homers yesterday. Looking into the dugout. Something's up. Something's fishy's going on. Now, I have no idea what's going on with that. I do say it is probably the weirdest thing I've ever seen is a batter just completely... And then, boom, you see him lay off of the curve. He always swings at that curve in the dirt. And then you see him go deep, baby. But I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, it was the pitch in the dirt that he stayed off of that made me think he was cheating more than the home run. Because we all know Aaron Judge. That boy is trash, okay? He will swing at that ball in the dirt every time. I don't know why people don't just pitch it in the dirt to him every time. If you walk him, F him. Nobody else on the Yankees lineup can get a hit. But no, they try to test him. I don't know why. The boy's been hitting moonshots since he came into the league. But I kind of like the Yankees. I like where they at right here. I'm going to stay away from it, though. But I do like the Yankees at plus money, especially plus 155. But I am going to stay away from it. You got Kevin Gausman on the mound, which I ain't going to lie. Yankees be tapping his behind, if you understand me. If you hear me. And then you got your boy German on the mound. Sticky fingers German taking the mound for the Yankees. So Yankees got all kind of shit going on, man, as far as pitchers and hitters cheating. I think every team cheats in baseball, though. Let me just get that out there. I think every single team on this list that I'm talking about is cheating in some way or another. Do I think it's wrong? Depends. Do I think it's right? Depends. Care less, honestly. It's gonna be a whistleblower at some point. Mariners taking on the Red Sox. Love the Red Sox here in this spot. However, I loved them last night. And I think they lost 9-1 or something ridiculous. Like, God damn, man. Losers of 4 straight. I will stay away. Obviously, they got something off going on. But I do. Hey, don't say I ain't tell you. I like the Red Sox at plus money tonight. You got the Rays taking on the Metropolitans. Whoever got the Metropolitans as favorites in this game, y'all smoking crack. Real crack. Real crack. Mets should be plus like 300 on this game, but instead they're favored minus 159. Don't fall into the trap, people. Take the Rays plus money. Rays plus 138, baby. Just go ahead and get you a win. Plus 140. Somehow the lines just changed. I don't know what the hell going on. Is Verlander that good? He's my favorite of all time, but is he that good? Him being my favorite means nothing. Is he that good? Brewers, Cardinals. I told y'all last night about them Cardinals, man. I told y'all. Give me the Braves. F it. You gonna give me the Braves at minus 120 after they slaughter the Rangers last night? Boy, Dane Dunning. I will say this. One team, I don't care who they pitching against. Give me the Braves lineup against any pitchers in this league. I'll take it. I've taken them twice against Sandy. I'll take them against any ace you put on the mound. This Braves lineup does damage. Cubs, Stros. I will stay away from that. Kind of like the Stros, but definitely not at minus 167. Going against an undefeated starting pitcher through his first 6 starts. White Sox and Guardians. I think the Guardians are the play in this one. You got Beaver taking on Lance Lynn. That alone should tell you what to bet. Man, I don't know. I'm going to stay away from it, though, but I would take the Guardians on the money line or the run line tonight. Reds, Rockies. Diamondbacks, baby. Let's jump on them. Uno más tiempo. That means one more time for you non-Espanol speakers. Tommy Henry on the mound tonight, the lefty. They're going against the A's, man. They should sweep this series. Gonna take the Diamondbacks on the run line every chance I get. Royals, Padres. No, thank you. I like the Phillies tonight. Told you last night I'm gonna take the Phillies the rest of this series. I think I'm going to take them tonight, man. They got some nice left-handed bats. I think they can really attack Alex Cobb out there on the mound. I'm going to take the Phillies, and I think I'm going to take the Dodgers again. Never mind. Minus 200 is a little too big for me. So we're going to go Diamondbacks on the run line. Phillies on the money line. Again, that's Phillies on the money line. Diamondbacks on the run line. Braves on the money line. That's Atlanta Braves on the money line. We're going to go Tampa Bay Rays on the money line. They playing the Mets. Tampa Bay Rays on the money line. We're going to go Orioles run line. Uno más. We're going for some value tonight, baby. We're a value betting tonight. All of these are pretty good odds as far as odds go. Phillies minus 118, D-backs plus 102, Braves minus 120, and then you got the Orioles and Rays at plus 143. Those are the 5 bets I am rickety rocking tonight. I might not even remember that the game 1 in the Western Conference Finals is on. Going to be geeked up about this baseball slate. This is Captain by a hook with the red beard, Rowan Donaghy, a.k.a. Rowan Dobbs, going live on a beautiful Tuesday, May 16th. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thanks for the love. Thank you for the support. Please Take all wagers at your own risk, and please gamble responsibly. Dobbs.